Presentation of NBA basketball. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for the Jazz, Conley out there with Russel, Westbrook, and it's Bogdanovich in the 4 spot. And for the Bucks, Holiday out there with Allen, and inside out of Stanford University, a skilled post scorer with tremendous size, the 7-footer Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 spot.
Surprisingly, the Bucks were one of the better teams from the East against the West last season, 14-16, which was better than most teams in the East, and part of why they were able to make it into the playoffs.
Allen outside. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Let Ellis and Jennings go.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances.
Back to Westbrook. Leads him in there. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, he's explosive, Kevin. I mean, a lot of time, all it takes is a basket or two to really get his motor running. And suddenly, he becomes almost impossible to handle.
And perhaps the best thing about him, Steve, is the way he takes charge down the stretch of close games. Huge. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people. Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there.
Oh, good on the 3. And Clark, back to that flex offense you were talking about. Some players come into the league with the bad habit of standing around when they don't have the ball. Steve, that's not going to cut it from the flex.
No, it keeps you moving. It keeps the ball going. A lot of screening and cutting. It's a great offense, and it's difficult to cover. But I like what you said. It teaches the young players how to play as well.
The first free throw is good.
I think Westbrook may be the most explosive player in the game right now. I mean, you got Wade, Kobe, Derrick Rose, but I think Russell Westbrook with his speed and quickness,
Kevin, but he says he's more of a game dunker and might not shine in the exhibition type format, and I can understand that. The dunks that Russell does in games are so vicious and so posterizing that it's hard to create that same type of tenacity and energy in a contest. So I think there are some guys that are more geared towards dunking in games than winning dunk contests. The Bucks actually made it back into the playoffs last season, but it wasn't because they were dominant at home.
Only a lot as far as protecting their home court. In the end, it could come back to bite them as they lost 2 in a row on their home floor and got swept out of the playoffs, Steve, by Miami.
Well, that was a pretty tough matchup for anybody. But
outside Matthews. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Jazz trail by 4. Clarkson, he's covered by Matthews, and it's good.
Late reaction from the defense.
Clarkson, he's guarded by Hill. No one.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
That's good.
Nice.
With the lead pass, Ibaka. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your bigs.
The Jazz shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Ibaka. Number 24, powered down with both hands.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet.
Number 3, defended by Ingles. From deep, Walker. And that is good.
I'm not sure that was
last year. Getting wins on the road, a big problem for them, and they just couldn't keep up in that category. They'll steal with other team possession. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for George Hill. For 3, Beasley, and the shot is good.
Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Here's Ingles, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Ain't going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And that one is good by Beasley. Utah. To the inside. number 3. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, and their offense scorching now. Red hot. They've really turned it on.
I don't think they can play any better.
Defense fall to the wayside as soon as the game started heading down the stretch. And as a result, they lost a lot of close ones.
Well, Clark, you brought it up. The Bucks defense would be solid for 3 quarters of the game, but would just not look like they were supposed to be in the fourth quarter at all. Not sure, Steve, if it was fatigue or something else.
You might get some shot blocks. You're also going to give up layups and offensive rebounds. That was a major problem for the Bucks last year.
The shot by Westbrook. Wide open shot is on the money.
When you've got someone draped all over you like that, you got to move the ball on.
Tucker, and he dunks it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already have.
Brought to you by Sprint.
It's Thursday and just one more day until the weekend's officially here, but in the meantime, let's check out what's been going on. Utah with the lead against Milwaukee. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. Russel Westbrook's been doing his thing. After 2, he's got 6 points and 3 rebounds as well. And the Bucks still in it and going all out. They're gunning from distance. The three-pointer's been their prime weapon. The first half, a productive one for George Hill. He's carved up the D like a hot knife through a warm cliche. Great play so far. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Usually matches up well with Eastern Conference teams because style of play is similar. Both Eastern Conference and the Jazz like to play a grinded-out physical game.
Holiday off a pitch from Antetokounmpo. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first points in this one. On back to the Jazz. So Steve had some key setbacks.
And the big one that I can remember was last year when they 4-game road trip to the East Coast. They went 0-4, and that was when they saw their grasp on a playoff spot start to slip away.
It's in. Holiday. Back to Allen. Pulls up. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. The pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, what I like about him, Kevin, is his ability to shake a defender loose off the dribble and find a high-quality shot for himself. He is a very slippery player.
And, you know, he's also...
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Around a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
Clarkson defended by Middleton. Back to Conley from downtown. And yes, sir, that one drops. Conley's got 5 points so far.
A big problem for the Bucks as soon as the game started heading down the stretch. And as a result, they lost a lot of close ones.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
Now here's Westbrook. Count the bucket. And that's
I thought one of the keys was they didn't have great perimeter defense, and so even though they were a good shot blocking team, they were constantly last year.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Good.
Don't take your eyes. Put the isolated cam on.
To the paint, here's Clarkson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got
The ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
the shot's good. Here's Clarkson. Coming to go with no injury. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz. Utah leading by 7. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 8 points and 5 assists.
He has been fundamentally sound today, making great passes and knocking down his free throws.
Kicks it out to Allen. Here's Portis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Michael Conley picks one up, and that one misses.
Team the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Allen pitch to Andrw. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end.
He kicks it to Tucker from outside the arc, and that comes off the assist.
He's converting it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 1:27 left here in the fourth. Conley against Howard. Down low, bucket. And there's the slam dunk to finish it. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And what a tremendous game for Allen. 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to...
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough...
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Smart foul there. Make him earn those 2 free throws instead of giving up an easy dunk.
Yeah, and he's not a strong free throw shooter. I mean, with his percentage, he's likely to miss one, so that's a good heads-up play.
And he does get this. He's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Westbrook with it. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hartman.